it'll just help you like so much more in the future. Like, if you build 20 sets of lings when you've got 20 lava, and he doesn't attack, that's a lot of money wasted.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing I'd recommend as well is if your minerals get to 1,000, just put down an extra base. Like, don't even worry about spending your money elsewhere. Just if your minerals are at 1,000, just put down an extra base. Because in the long term, that's going to help you so much. And of course, if he attacks you and you've got 1,000 minerals in the bank, it's just wasted minerals. But if you've got 700 minerals and an extra hatchery, that means extra lava. That means extra units quicker. Just if you get to 1,000 minerals, just put down an extra base.
All right. So I do have a changeling in space, and I did see that he was had a starport out. He was moving some buildings around to go more for a mech play. And then I saw that he loaded up some his medevacs with Helens.
Okay, so you should be like preparing to intercept this drop right now, since you scouted it.
Mm-hmm. I responded by putting a spore crawler down more at my base, and I actually forgot to see which way his medevacs were going.
Okay.
So,
well, if you're unsure, just literally take 20 lings and just put it near your mineral line, because basically a Terran will not drop into an army. Like, obviously they drop singularly, and it's just wasted units. Okay, so you got your infestors out. That's fine. You got your +1 melee. He's dropping into units right now, and they're just doing nothing. So that's completely wasted. Again, your minerals at 1,200. You could be taking, your third base right now. Everything like that. It's just little things that you'll get used to once you start playing, a little bit more regularly, and just with a bit of nudging from me as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this hatchery hotkeyed? Yeah, it's just a lot of lava unspent. That's just because of supply blocking again.
Yeah, I was trying something a little bit different with my hotkeys. Generally I put them all on one hotkey with my queens on the other, but
yeah, I definitely recommend that.
I was trying to see about something, do a little bit something different about putting them all on separate hotkeys. That way I can kind of just sit like 4, 5, 6, just to kind of see when my larva is gonna pop.
Yeah.
And timing on different things, but it's just something that I was just experimenting with to see if it's something I like.
Yeah, I definitely recommend putting all your hatcheries on the same hotkey, just for in those crazy battle situations where it's I need 30 roaches right now. You can just hit 4 SR, and then you've got your 30 roaches rather than 4 SR, 5 SR, 6 SR, 7 SR. It just gets really, really complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it seems like you've got 2 base syndrome as well. It's I can't take a third; it's too risky. You need to be taking a third as a Zerg, fairly quickly, maybe 11, 12 minutes. If you haven't been attacked, then take a third and a fourth, or even a fifth. And just keep those watchtowers the entire game. That's so important as well.
Okay. So right now I am kind of scanning out just to make sure that he's not making another base, which I see that he is down on the bottom.
Yeah.
And I just send a generous amount of links just to kind of harass it.
Yep, that's absolutely fine. Just gotta make sure that wasn't a planetary, because if that gets to a planetary, lings won't kill it.
Yeah, nope.
And planetaries are absolute hell. So, I'm guessing you're going to kill this. Oh, he gets away. That's a shame.
Yeah. Then he has an army, so I just kind of retreat back.
Absolutely fine. So right now he's taking his third, so you should be taking your fourth and your fifth, basically.
Yeah, I just see that he's gotten his third, so I just get my third. I just kind of match it. I know it's important to try to be one base ahead of everyone else, but I wasn't on top of my game on this matchup.
No. That's fine. So I'm guessing what happens is he gets to like 200, 200, like Marine tank, and just attacks you and you die.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I figure one of my greatest options would be kind of have the burrow with my units and try to put down some banelings to try to hope that I can catch his army off guard and
Okay.
destroy a lot of his marines. That actually does not end up happening because he goes a different route.
Yeah, that's a shame.
And
Again, like burrowed bailing should be reactive more than like trap setting, if that makes sense. Like you wait to see which way he moves and then you lay your trap, rather than just like randomly burrowing it on a ramp somewhere.
okay.
Because right now he could like just swing around the left or swing around the right, rather than going through the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like he's taking his fourth now as well. I'm guessing he spotted that.
Yeah, I spot that and I send lings in.
Okay, that's good. Again, you always want to be like, if you've got lings, like be active with them. You know, they're quick for a reason. They're quick because, you know, you can swing left, you can swing right, you know, you can, as soon as he moves out, you can counter attack. I mean, that's the strength of lings. Like, in a direct fight, lings are awful. But, you know, the strength of them comes from their speed.
Okay.
So, yeah. But, like, right now the Terran's on 72 harvesters to your 48. You know, you can't win this game. This just not going to happen. Unless for some reason, you know, he walks his entire army over a, you know, massive baneling landmine kind of situation. But again, that's just pure luck.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you've got full energy infestors, like, just sitting in your base the entire game. They've done nothing. You know, you could have burrowed them and just, you know, spewed infested Terrans all over his army, or, you know, done something with them. Like, you never want to have just stuff lying about doing nothing, and that, again, just kind of stems from, you know, those early lings. Like, you build 30 early lings and they do nothing. I mean, these muters as well are just kind of, you know, sitting there. They could be, you know, killing structures or killing add-ons, or, you know, keeping him back, you know, picking off harvesters, stopping him getting a fourth base. You know, there's so much they could be doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a Terran will, or even a Protoss, will always win if a Zerg, you know, sits there and does nothing the entire game. Because, you know, they'll get to 200, 200 and win. That's just the nature of their race. And you never, ever, ever want to engage pure Marine with Mutalisk.
Yeah, I slipped up there.
Yeah. It's,
Then I figured I could pick them off and then he just landed them and just rape them.
yeah, it's very disheartening that a 50 mineral unit can kill a 100 tech unit. But, yeah, that's the nature of the game, and, you know, you can't let that happen. You can't engage. You can't waste that many Mutalisks. You've got 62 lava right now. You know, you've got plenty of banked minerals, but you just haven't got the right stuff, and that's just lack of scouting, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So I'm guessing he's about to move out, and you lose.
Yeah. Yeah, around this time I notice I have a lot of money, and I realize that Zerglings don't really need a college fund, and I'm at almost 200, and I'm just kind of at a loss of, like, I knew for a long time that I was going to be losing this game. I thought maybe by chance I could do something that would win, like maybe, because since I'm in the Platinum League, not everyone is good.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured there might be that random chance where I could still have a small hope of winning. So you kind of see how it's all those banelings on that one ramp, but it probably wouldn't have mattered too much anyways.
No.
And then right now I'm just kind of waiting. I load up the Overlords with some banelings, hoping that I could baneling drop on his army
Yeah.
and do a little bit of damage, but had some miss micro and lost a few overlords.
Okay. So, your flaws here, like, you may have looked at this game and go, oh my god, my army just can't kill his. You know, and feel like, oh, you know, the Zerg units are weak. And maybe looked at stuff like, you know, I didn't have the right units, I didn't have the right, you know, upgrades or stuff like that. I mean, that's what you could look at this game and see, yeah?
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you right now that the reason you lost this game is because of, well, one, your economy, and two, your supply blocking. I mean, to be fair, like, you engaged, like, fairly well there. I mean, you killed a lot more than you probably should have, which is good. I mean, you have 108 lings on the way now, which is just insane. To have, like, 100 lings, like, building at one time is just pretty insane.
And 11 muted lists.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I wasn't paying attention, and then the rally just kind of just ran into the army. And then eventually I just GG'd because nothing I can do.
Yeah, he's in your base. Okay. So I've got a feeling that if I load up like the ZVP like replay and the ZVZ replay, your drone count is going to be like really low.
The ZVZ more or less, but I do more of an aggressive build. ZVP I actually did a lot better than this.
Okay.
This is more of an off game for me.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I mean, happens to the best of those. Okay, right. Let's hop out of this game, and we'll go have a look at the CVP game. On Tal'Darim. Okay.
We're ready whenever you are.
Yeah, just loading up the replay now. Okay, so if you want to get ready to hit play, and in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, so Tal'Darim, like really big map. Spawning against Protoss, like what's your game plan? What's your thoughts? You know, what are you aiming for in this game?
This game I figure I would do a 14 gas, 14 pole, and then around 18 to 20 build my second base.
Okay.
And just kind of go get on to base play and try to see what he's up to and try to counter it.
Okay.
By the way, in case you're wondering, RenderMan is a software for animation.
Alright.
Then I have a misspelling of the word bachelor, which I figured wasn't going to matter since, I'm trying to play a game, not worry about spelling.
Yeah.
So, just kind of, droning up and just trying to figure out what the guy's going to do. Like I was kind of saying before, I've made several mistakes, like, my typical build of ZVP used to be a 15 hatch, but nowadays the meta is just kill or make a build a forge first and then cannon rush if the person goes 15 hatch. And I used to be like not have any issues with dealing with that. I used to be able to take care of it fine, but like I was out of the game for a couple months and then I came back, and for some reason I can't deal with it. I don't know if it's because people got better at it or I just suck. But
well, basically, like even in Masters, like if a Zerg goes hatchery first versus the Protoss, they will lose. Generally, like I won't say like 100% of Zergs will lose, but most Zergs will lose if they go hatch first versus like a forge fast expanding Protoss. They will just lose flat out. It's very